Hi and welcome to today's practice. So I'm very lucky at the moment. I'm up in the hinterland behind Byron at a friend's property. So that's where I will be doing my practice today. It's pretty hot and sticky here, so if I begin to glow, that's because of it is pretty warm up here. But looking forward to practicing with you. Make sure you've got a cushion. If you've got a block, great. We might be interrupted by dogs. We've got my normal 2 dogs, and then there's another additional dog here called Florence. So they will probably get involved. I put a blanket out for them, so I'm hoping that they will keep off my mat. So let's get started today. Let's just sit comfortably. So I'm going to recommend you sit yourself up on a cushion, pillow, whatever you've got accessible. And if cross-legged isn't going to work for you today, then just come into a kneeling position, a position where you can be comfortable. And once you've settled, just give the sit bones a little wiggle. Roll the shoulders a couple of times back and down. Just let the hands rest comfortably. If you like to take a mudra, you can take a mudra, a hand seal. And then I'm going to invite you just to close your eyes down. And as you close your eyes down, I want you to feel this lovely sense of just sort of landing, just letting yourself settle here for a few moments, particularly if you've had a busy day, morning, afternoon, whatever. It's been happening for you the last month, week, even just today, or perhaps you've got stuff happening in the future. I want you just to sort of almost press that pause button. We're not saying push it all away, but we're just saying pause. Let's just take these next few moments just to practice and to give yourself this practice. So with the eyes closed, or if eyes closed doesn't feel comfortable for you, just gaze down softly. I want you just to take these moments just to settle into your body, that sense once again of arriving awareness. As you feel your sit bones settle, the lower limbs just sort of earthing you down, begin to feel that gentle lengthening of the spine. Visualize that there is that sort of lift, that energetic lift from the base of the spine, so the pelvic floor is a really good place to start. And that gentle lift grows upwards through the heart, roof of mouth, right up to the crown. And then there's this borders across the shoulders. And as we feel this subtle lift through pelvic floor, I want you to become aware of the tissues around your belly button, just gently drawing towards the back body. And then sort of imagine somebody's got the long edge of your ears and they're just gently pulling it back and up. So the back of the neck is long and we feel this little sense of lightness lift. And then we begin to just let our awareness come to the breath, just observing it how it is. And then in a way that feels comfortable for you, I want you to begin to make that breath a little deeper and a little fuller. And that might mean you're going to breathe a little bit more into the sides of the body, around the ribs, perhaps a little more into the belly, lower back. Begin to just find that lovely, steady, smooth inhale to exhale breath. And I want you to begin to feel like you're breathing now into the whole body. The front, the back, the sides, top, bottom, right out to the edges. And then on that exhale, that's that lovely sense of just really coming back into your center. Beautiful inhale that takes you out to the edges of your body, and the exhale that just settles you back into the center. Let's take 3 more full deep breaths like that. Perhaps on this last one, you might inhale fully, part the lips, and sigh it out as you exhale. When you're ready, let's bring our hands to prayer, grow a little taller through the spine, and just set the intention for your practice. What will support, what will nourish you today? Just to seal that, we bow our forehead towards our fingertips as the thumb just connects to that point between the eyebrows. Point of inner intuition. And then let's slowly release and open the eyes. Good, beautiful. We're going to go straight into child pose. So just come off whatever you're sitting on. Make your way onto your mat. And once you've made your way there, we're going to, sorry, got to move the dog. Take the knees as wide as feels comfortable for you today. And have the big toes touching, and then just stretch the arms out in front. A little bit of sensitive shoulders, just take a bend through the elbows. But begin to feel this lovely sense of length through the side of your body as you feel your tailbone settling back to the heels. Now, if you're feeling really tight in your quads or your knees, it might feel quite nice to put a cushion between your thighs and your calves, sort of under your bottom. And I invite you to close your eyes down again, and once again, just tap into that lovely full deep breath that we've begun to cultivate. Feeling that breath in the front, back, sides, top and bottom of the body. The whole body's breathing. And as you exhale, just let yourself really settle back into your center. Let's do one more deep breath here. Breathe it all the way out. Let's walk our fingertips all the way over to the right side. So we're beginning to feel this lovely stretch down that left side of the body. Feel the left hip settle back. Relax the shoulders. And maybe just slightly creep those left fingertips forward. Take a deep breath here. And breathe it all the way out. And as you inhale, bring yourself back through center. Let's take our hands all the way over to the other side. And we feel this lovely stretch down the side of the body. Once again, relax the shoulders. Maybe feel those right fingertips creeping forward a little more. Beautiful. Inhale all the way back to your center. This time as you inhale, bring yourself all the way up to all fours and just tuck those knees directly under the hips. Plant your hands down. We're going to move through some rounds of cat-cow, but I want you to feel today's movement is really being activated and led from the belly. So as you inhale, the belly drops, the chest comes forward, gazing forward. And then as you exhale, round out, draw the belly in as you create this lovely arch through the spine. So we inhale, we're going to slowly come forward. And then as we exhale, we're going to round it all the way out. Good, beautiful. Let's continue just allowing this movement to be dictated by the length of your breath. And this movement be initiated through using your abdominals. Good. It's lovely rinsing of the spine. Feels a little sticky, then just don't go so deep in the movements. Perhaps the next time you round out on the exhale, you may come right up onto your fingertips, and we might hold this. Relax the shoulders. Stay on the fingertips if you can as you inhale, coming forward. And then as you exhale, let's round it all the way out. Good, beautiful. One more. Inhale, coming forward. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, round it all the way. Good. Allow the palms to come down. Spread those fingers. And then when you're ready, we're going to move into some nice circles. So we begin to circle the hips. And you're welcome here to keep the hands, fingers pointing forward, or it might feel quite nice to turn the fingers out as we circle. And your circles can be small, or you can begin to make them a little bigger if that feels okay. Good, and then let's move in the opposite direction. You need to move your wrist back, fingers pointing forward, you're very welcome to. Let's do one more in this direction. As we come back to center, now plant those palms forward. And as you inhale, we're going to take this right arm all the way up towards the ceiling or sky. Maybe gently flex. That might feel too strong, so point the fingers up. And its flexion is a little bit of a nerve stretch. And as you exhale, let's sweep the arm through. You don't need to reach the floor. You can even hover off the mat. Inhale, bring the body all the way up. And then exhale, let's take it through. Good, beautiful. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, let's take it through. And this time you might rest the shoulder and ear down. If it doesn't reach, it's not important. I want you to feel that perhaps this right hip can just glide back a little more. Scoot the belly in, and optional, stretch the left arm forward as you very, very gently begin to open the chest up towards the ceiling. Try not to just collapse this right hip. Feel this right hip lift up and back. Let's take a lovely deep inhale. Breathe it out fully. Bring this left hand back in. Inhale, sweep that right arm up, option to flex. And then lower the arm all the way down. Second side, inhale, sweep this left arm up. Pausing here, stretch the fingertips up, or maybe take a flex of this left hand. As you exhale, sweep the arm through, not touching the ground. Inhale, take the arm up. Exhale, take it through. Good, beautiful. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale as you take it through now. Maybe rest that shoulder down, ear down, pause. Option to stretch this right arm forward, but feel this left hip lift up and back. And then begin to open the chest a little more up towards the ceiling. This is particularly nice when you're quite tight through the upper part of the spine, the thoracic area, or the shoulders. Let's take a lovely deep breath here. Breathing it all the way out. Good. Bring the right hand in close. Inhale, left arm sweeps up. Option to flex the hand. Lower it all the way down. Good. Beautiful. So from here, let's begin to work a little bit more into the back line of the leg. I'm going to get you to step this right foot forward. And you can stay on your fingertips. So if you've got a block, you might prefer to use a block here, or even bring your hands up onto your knees. As you gently push the hips forward, begin to open the chest. Good. So we're beginning to open up into the front of this left hip. And then we're going to very slowly exhale. We're going to take it back. And for some, this is going to have a big bend. So you've got to listen to your hamstring. And some of you might get a little bit more of a stretch. But don't lock the leg out. Have a little bit of a bend here. Good. Inhale. Bring the body all the way forward. And then exhale. Let's take it back. Good. Last one. Inhale. Bring the body forward. And then exhale, let's take it all the way back. Good, even up those hips, lengthen the spine a little more. Back of the neck is long. As you exhale, bring the body forward. Plant your hands down, slide this right foot back and pause. Good, we're going to do the second side. So we're going to step this left foot forward, hands either side, or you can use blocks or come up onto your knee. As you push the hips forward, feel a nice opening through the front of this right hip now. And then when you're ready, exhale, let's take it back. Ardha Hanumanasana, sort of half splits position. Good, inhale, come forward. And then exhale, let's take it back. Good, inhale, bring the body forward. Exhale, take it back. Let's pause this one, even up those hips. Lengthen the spine, relax your shoulders, your face, your neck, particularly your teeth. Jaw gets really tight, so just try and let that be soft. Relaxed. And then when you're ready, inhale, bring the body all the way forward. Plant your hands down, slide this left foot back. As you tuck your toes under, let's make our way into our first downward facing dog, perhaps today. So from here, just doing a little adjustment, soft through the knees. So we'll begin to, first of all, really work on lengthening the spine. As you push into the base of the fingers, try not to feel like you're dumping into the wrist. I want you to feel like those arm bones are actually pulling back up towards the shoulders. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. Let the head just hang between the arms. Soft knees, maybe feel the hips float a little higher. Now from here, we're going to inhale and we're going to slowly take this right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep the hips square. As you exhale, step this right foot on the outside of your right hand. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more hip mobility now. Inhale, sweep the arm all the way up. And then exhale, step this right foot forward. Now you might find that you're lifting your fingers. So perhaps on these last two, let's try keeping the palms flat. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through. Good. Last one. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Good. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep this right leg up. As you exhale, knee to nose and step the right foot forward. push down into your feet. Inhale, lift the chest, coming forward. Make sure knee stacks over ankle. Exhale, slowly take it back, long pyramid. Too strong, drop the back knee and take Ardha Hanumanasana. Otherwise, hold this for a moment. Inhale, bring the body forward, lunge. Exhale, take it back. Last one, inhale, coming forward. Exhale, take it all the way back. Good. Inhale, bring the body forward. Plant your hands down. Slide that right foot back into your downward facing dog. Breathe it out fully. Let's inhale, sweep this left leg all the way up to the ceiling or sky. Hips are nice and even. As you exhale, step the left foot on the outside of that left hand. Remember, the fingertips might be lifted for the first few ones. That's okay. Inhale, sweep the leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, step it forward. Let's see if we can keep the hands planted for these next two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step forward. Good. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stepping forward. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep that leg up. Exhale, step that left foot through between your hands now. Coming to your lunge. That's it. Drop the knee down if you need. Exhale, take it back. Long pyramid, or drop the knee, Ardha Hanumanasana. Good. Inhale, coming forward, low lunge. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, take it all the way back. Good, beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, bring yourself or plant your hands, downward facing dog. And I'm hoping now that feels a little bit more mobility and range through the hips and backs of the legs. Feel that lovely length through your spine. Lift the sit bones a little higher. Breathe it out all the way. And then when you're ready, we're going to step our feet up towards the top of the mat. So take as many steps as you need. Once you've arrived, come into a half lift. So lift and lengthen the spine. Lift the belly. Exhale, fold. Soft knees if you need. Push into feet, inhale, roll up, slowly stacking the body. Float the arms up, gaze up. Feel the lower abdomen just gently drawing in to support the back. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Good, beautiful. Top of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, let's fold. Fingertips can touch the floor or you can hold your shins. Half lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Step back now into your down dog. Remember which foot you step back with so you can remember to alternate in your practice. That just gives a little bit more sense of balance. When you're ready, let's ripple forward into our first plank. So drop the knees if this is feeling too strong. Feel that sense of space and lift between the shoulders. Heart forward, heels back. We're going to drop the knees, shift forward. We're going to lower halfway and then inhale, come up. That's it. Let's lower halfway and inhale, bring yourself up. Good. Lower halfway, pause, squeeze those elbows in with control. Lower all the way down. Once you're down, push down into your feet, scoop the belly in and begin to slowly lift the chest. Now you have the option to hover hands, roll the thighs in and hover the legs. You can lower arms or legs if this is too much, but I want you to feel this lovely engagement of the back muscles. Now the glutes will want to grip, so feel a little bit more lift through pelvic floor. Back of the neck long, and let's begin to hold this just for one more deep breath in. Breathe it out all the way. Lower everything down, tuck your toes. Inhale, bring yourself up to all fours. And let's take a downward facing dog. Let's take a lovely deep breath in. And breathe it all the way out. Good. Step your way up to the top of the mat. So just remember which foot you start with as you come forward. Half lift, lengthen. Exhale, let's fold. Push into feet. Inhale, roll up. Standing tall. Gaze up. Exhale, hands to pray. Good. One more. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Let's step back with the other foot into a downward facing dog. Pause. Now if you need to, you can rest or you can drop your knees and move through cat-cow. That's a modified version. Otherwise, let's float forward into our plank. Hold the plank for a moment. Feel that lift through the front of the body. Gazes forward, drop your knees. Shift forward, let's lower halfway. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up. Exhale, low, pause. Squeeze the elbows in and lower all the way down. Draw the belly in, begin to float the legs, float the hands, or just lower the legs down. Draw the belly in. Can you lengthen and then lift a little high? Let's hold this just for one more breath in. And breathe out all the way. Lower it down, tuck your toes, push yourself back to all fours. Downward facing dog. Take some lovely deep breaths here. Find a gaze point so that we can let the gaze be steady. When we move our eyes all over the place, it just distracts and makes the mind a little busier. So find that steady point between the knees, the feet, or maybe even the belly button. Option to close the eyes as we shut down the senses, an element of pratyahara, sense withdrawal. Let's take a lovely deep breath here, maybe even side out. And then we're going to step forward with the other leg up to the top of the mat. From here, let's take a half lift, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the body all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Good. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold. Good. This time, sweep the arms back, bend the knees, deep squat, Utkatasana. Chair pose, squeeze the heels in, draw the belly in, grow nice and long through the sides of the body. We're going to bring our hands into prayer. We're going to do an open twist to the right. Have a look at your knees and push the right hip forward. That means that the knees and the pelvis are nicely aligned. You're very welcome to hook the knee, but if it feels more comfortable, keep it open. Keep the right hip pushing forward. Can you bring the hands a little closer to the sternum as you lift the chest? Maybe drop the bottom. Breathe out all the way. Stretch those arms forward. Pause. Hands to prayer. Exhale, open, twist to left. Stay, or let's take the elbow on the outside, and this time that left hip just pushes forward. Open the chest. Hands to sternum. Maybe drop the bottom a little. Breathe it out all the way. Now release. Stretch those arms forward. Best part, exhale, fold all the way forward. Good. Soft knees, half lift. Exhale, fold. Now from here, I'm going to get you to step your way back into a down dog. I'm just going to move my dogs. That's it, good. All right. Downward facing dog. Just remembering which leg you step back with. As you inhale, let's float this right leg up to the ceiling. Good, nice and strong. Let's try and lift that right hip a little higher. That's it. As we begin to open up, now drop the heel to the bottom. Can you feel that right knee lift, but strong arms? Strong standing leg. Exhale, square your hip off. And as you inhale, step your right foot forward. Push into your feet. Inhale, bring the body all the way up. Settle here for a moment. Have a bit of softness in the back knee. Grow long out of the waist. Soft, steady gaze. Breathe it out all the way. Let's open ourselves out into our warrior two. As you bend into the knee, just have that sort of alignment of your front heel just cutting through the back of your foot. Sort of probably more to the inner arch or the heel. Now the front knee wants to roll, so draw it out in line with your middle toes. Gaze down that middle finger. Just allow yourself to settle here for a few moments. On an inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten that front leg. And then exhale, bend just a little deeper. Two more like this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come back into warrior two. Inhale, last one coming up. Exhale, come down into your warrior. Now, slightly shift back, long spine, pelvic floor lifts. Even the back of the neck is long. And breathe it out all the way. From here, let's straighten this front leg. We're not locking the leg out. We're going to lengthen forward a little further. Bring that right hand down. Sweep this left arm up. Triangle pose. Feel like you're stretching the mat with your feet. Pelvic floor lifts. Nice and long through the sides of your body as you open the heart. Good, 2 more beautiful full breaths here. Feel that breath right up to the edges. And exhale it all the way back to your center. Good, 1 more like that. Inhaling. And exhale. From here, look down, bend this front knee. Hands either side of the front foot, back toe points forward. Step it in slightly, standing splits. Hips are nice and even. Maybe drop the head down. Breathe. Feel this right glute really firing up to support you here. Breathe out all the way and step it back. Plant the hands, down dog. Rest or take cat-cow or child. Otherwise, come forward into plank. Lower the knees or keep them hovered as you lower with control. Maybe an up dog or cobra. Navel draws in. Hold your up dog. Relax the shoulders down, heart forward, navel draws in. Breathe, try not to let the heels roll out, push into the tops of the toes. Breathe it out all the way. Come back through into down dog, so use your knees if you need as you transition all the way through. Take a lovely deep breath in, and then we're going to breathe it all the way out. Good, left leg slowly lifts up, hips are even to begin with. Then begin to lift this left hip a little higher. Feel it's a lovely stretch through the front of the hip. Drop the heel down. Maybe that knee feels like it can lift a little higher, but keep the arms nice and strong in the standing leg. Take a lovely deep breath in. Let's breathe it out fully. Stretch the leg back, even the hips. And when you're ready, on your inhale, step the left knee forward between the hands. As you push into your feet, inhale, bring the body all the way up. Good, crescent lunge. Soften the back knee. Grow nice and tall out of the sides. Feel that gentle drawing in of those tissues around the navel. Back of the neck long. As you exhale, open yourself up into your warrior two. So just do any little adjustments. Just check this sort of alignment of your front heel moving and just cutting through the middle arch or your back heel. It just stops you from overarching through the lower back. And pause. Broaden this front knee. Gaze is steady. On an inhale, straighten the leg. Float the arms up. Exhale, bend a little deeper. Warrior. Inhale, bring the body up. Exhale, come a little deeper. Last one, inhale, coming up. Exhale. Let's drop just a little deeper. Pause here for a moment. Long through the spine. Breathe it out fully. Let's straighten this front leg. Good. Don't lock it out. Lengthen forward a little further. Trikonasana. Left hand down as you take the right arm up. You can look down or forward, but if you decide to take the gaze up, keep the back of the neck long. Navel draws in. Strong in the legs. Feel your core and your back muscles really supporting you here, as well as those strong neck muscles. Breathe it out all the way and look down. Bend the front knee, hands either side of the front foot. Back toe points forward. Let's step it in, standing splits. If that's too strong, just let the toe come down. Otherwise, feel this left glute really firing up to support you here. Keep breathing. As we raise the heart rate, just keep the breath steady. Breathe it out all the way and let's slowly step it back. As you step back into down dog, know you can rest or you can come forward. From here, you can lower all the way or halfway. Let's make our way into cobra or an up dog and hold whichever pose you're in. Navel draws in, heart forward. Gaze is soft. Maybe even close your eyes. Feel this pose through the whole body and then transition your way back through into your downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath. Breathe it out all the way. Let's step the way up to the top of the mat. Come through your half lift. Exhale, let's fold. Good, beautiful. Push into the palm, feet pushing to the legs. Inhale, bring the body all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Pause here for a moment. As you close your eyes down, just be aware of this sense of heat, energy, prana moving around the body. Just allow your breath to really settle the body. The heart rate feels quite elevated, or if there's any times that you feel a little stressed, then just lengthen the exhalation. Perhaps sigh it out. Breathe it out all the way. Open your eyes. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold the body forward. Good half lift, lengthen your spine. Plant your hands, step your way back into the down dog with the other leg. Beautiful. Pause and hold here. Inhale, right leg sweeps up. Open that hip, heel to bottom. Can you lift the hip a little bit high? Some of you, if you'd like to, we're going to flip the down dog. So we're going to take that top leg flat to the floor. Both feet flat, knees bent, lift the hips. Stretch this right arm up. If that's not appealing, don't worry, don't need to take it. Just stay in the version that you had. One-legged dog. Can you lift the hips a little higher? And then from here, exhale, slowly take yourself back into that one-legged dog. On an inhale, right knee to nose and step the right foot through. Inhale, bring the body all the way up and settle. Soften the back knee, open twist to right this time. Good, lengthen into fingers, shoulders hug, hips hug, breathe. Breathe it out all the way. Inhale, both arms come forward. Warrior pose. Open up into your warrior. Pause and settle. Straighten the front leg. Trikonasana, lengthen forward. Right hand down, float that left arm up. Take a lovely deep breath. Breathe it out all the way. Now look down, bend the front knee, hands either side. Back toe points forward. Step the back foot in. Lift the left leg if you wish and fold. Good, breathe it out all the way. Lower that back leg down. Downward facing dog. Rest here or take a vinyasa plank. Lower. On your up dog or cobra, hold it for an extra breath. And then breathe it out as you transition back into your downward facing dog. We've got one more side to do. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Open the hip, heel to bottom. Now you can stay here, or we're going to flip the dog as you take this top leg all the way down. Both feet planted, lift the hips, stretch that top arm up. That's it, good, keep breathing. Can you lift the hips just a little higher? And then as you exhale, we're going to come back into our one-legged dog. That's the way, well done. Knee to nose and step the left foot through. Push down into your feet. Inhale, bring the body all the way up. Soften the back knee. Exhale, open twist to your left, but still feel the hips hug to the midline. Good, inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, open yourself out into your warrior two. Breathe it out all the way. Straighten that front leg, but not lock it. Lengthen for Trikonasana. Taking that left, right arm up. Nice deep breaths here. Breathe it out all the way. Now look down. Hands either side of front foot, back toe points forward. Good, pause here for a moment. Step the back foot in. Let's float that right leg a little bit or a lot. Relax the shoulders. Breathe it out all the way. Nice big step back. Our last vinyasa. So rest or flow. That's it. Come forward. Up dog. Let's hold it for an extra breath here. Then breathe out as you take yourself all the way back. Good. Deep breath. Breathe it out fully. Look forward, cross your legs, or drop the knees down as you come forward onto your bottoms. Good. Once you've come onto your bottom, just come into a nice curled up ball shape or cosmic egg. Feet flat to begin with, or you might just be on the toe tip. Wrap the arms around, curl yourself into a little ball. If it feels comfy, you might even hover those toes. Breathing nice and deeply here. Good. Lengthen that exhale. Oh, very noisy birds. And then from here, just lift the chest, look forward. That's it. Now if the toes aren't down, let's hover them and let's go straight into Namaste. Stretch those arms out, shin bones parallel, or you can hold the legs. Some of you might even do legs straight version, you decide. Let's feel the heart float. A little bit of a bend through the elbows. Relax the shoulders. Breathe it out all the way. Now let's just open that right arm out to the side and inhale, bring it back. Open that left arm out to the side and bring it back. Let's open both arms out. Bring it back and curl yourself into a little ball again. Breathe out all the way. Let's do one more. Shin bones parallel, arms forward. Good. Maybe legs straight. Open out that right arm. Inhale, bring it back. Open the left, bring it back. Both arms, lift the heart. And then exhale, bring it all the way back in. Plant your feet down. As you push into the feet, lift the chest, throat forward. Take the gaze up. And then bring the chin nicely back to a neutral position. Good. Slide yourself back. Stretch your legs out in front. Big bend through the knees if you're a little tighter through your lower back or in the hamstrings. Because when we move forward, we don't want a big gap. That puts a lot of stress into the lower back. So let's just stretch those arms all the way up to the ceiling or the sky. And as you exhale, let's fold. So we first of all feel like the chest is about to rest on the thighs. And then we just slightly lift it so it's sort of floating. Hold your feet or ankles. And I'm going to give you the option to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just once again, we're just shutting down the senses, that sense of sight. So we're just really focusing inward. Pratyahara, sense withdrawal. Grow a little longer through your spine. And as you exhale, begin to gently fold. Maybe the legs might lengthen a little, or you might keep a nice big bend through them. Feel that subtle lift through your pelvic floor. Feel the tissues around your navel drawing in. And imagine somebody's got that long edge of your ears and they're pulling it up and forward. And then with everything else, I just want you then to breathe. As you just let yourself settle and soften here. Now, if this is feeling way too much for your back today, then come up and just take Dandasana, rod pose. So you're just sitting up nice and tall, and this gets all the postural muscles working, particularly if you hold this for a period of time. That's it. You decide. So important just to intuitively know what actually is best for your body. So when you're ready, just raise your chin as you look forward for a moment. And then exhale, bring your chin back in. As you release your hands, inhale, bring the body all the way up. Exhale, take the arms back behind. Inhale, lift the chest, throat forward, raise your chin. Bring the chin all the way back in. We're going to gather this right knee in and take it up and over. Now, if your hips are feeling like they're ready, you're very welcome to take this bottom leg underneath. So that's going to be your left leg. Or just keep the leg out in front with me today. Good. Sit bones are nice and even, so sit yourself on something if you're swaying off to one side. We're going to go really tall through the spine. Take the right fingertips behind. Stretch this left arm up. And you have the option to take the shoulder on the outside of knee, or maybe just wrap this left arm around. As you inhale, let's grow a little taller. And as you exhale, we're going to begin to gently rotate towards the right side. Good. Feel that sense of length on your inhale. And as you exhale, begin to just move into the space being created. So we're not really pushing or pulling. We're just breathing into it. Close the eyes. And feel that sense of length. And that lovely rotation, that rinsing of the spine, all the organs that sit within this area. Breathe it out all the way and super slowly look forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up and release the leg out. Lower the arms down, lift the chest, throat forward, gazing up. And bring the chin in. Good, beautiful. Let's do the other side. Inhale, bring this left leg in, take it up and over. Maybe tuck the bottom leg under for Ardha Matsyendrasana, or keep this right leg out. Okay, grow tall. Left fingertips behind. Inhale, sweep this right arm up. You can take the shoulder or elbow on the outside, or just wrap the arm around with me. Let's grow nice and tall. And as you exhale, begin to move into that lovely rotation. Breathing nice and deeply. Inhale, grow a little taller. And then exhale, breathe into this. So if you feel that this is a little tense, then just back off a little. There needs to be an element of softness in all our movements so that energy can flow. We're still working really deeply, but there's just finding that balance between effort and softness and steadiness. Let's grow a little taller. Exhale it all the way out. Very slowly unravel yourself. Oh, Florence. Can't see me at all. You've got Florence. That's it, good girl. That's it, good. When you're ready, stretch those legs out in front. I've got all the dogs now. Sweep your arms up. Lower the arms back behind. Lift the chest, throat forward. Take the gaze up. And bring the chin all the way back in. Good. From here, shift your bottom forward. We're going to lower ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Once you've lowered down, bring the hands onto your belly. And I just want you to feel a little bit of a pelvic tilting here. So it's like your hip bones move back towards you as you flatten the back. And then your hip bones more move towards your toes as you gently arch. But we're not moving the upper body, the rib cage. So just feel that gentle twist. Tilting, posterior and anterior tilt. That's it, good. And then pause at the neutral position. Float the arms and just let your knees just float from side to side. I can guarantee all the dogs are going to now come over and join in at this point. That's it. One more on each side as you bring yourself all the way back. Now plant the feet. Fingertips can just touch the backs of your heels. And as you inhale, push into the lower back. So we're feeling that tilting of the pelvis. Okay. And we're going to inhale, we're going to roll the body all the way up. Good. Pause at the end of the movement. Perhaps lift the shoulders and take an interlace. If that feels too much, just keep the palms down. As you push into the big toes, thighs lengthen forward. Jaw is relaxed. And just breathe nice and deeply into the belly. Good. Feel a little bit of the glutes working here. Maybe float the hips just a little higher. And then when you feel ready, release the arms as you exhale, lower yourself all the way back down. Let's do a little bit of that posterior, anterior pelvic tilt. That's it. Neutral. Take the feet as wide as your mat now and just float the knees out to the side. Now if this floating of the knees doesn't work for you, then just bring the legs together and just drop the knees over for a few breaths and then swap over to the other side. One more on each side. Good, beautiful. Okay. From where we are, we're going to move into a nice passive inversion. So if you have a block or a pillow, hopefully it's handy. And we're going to bend the knees and we're going to just lift the pelvis up and we're going to slide that block or cushion underneath the pelvis. So right at the sacrum, which is kind of the end of your butt crack, which is the easiest way to get it. But it's a fused bone, so it's that sort of flatter part. Once your pelvis is settled onto it, pause, arms down by the side. We're going to bring the knees in and we're just going to float our legs up to the ceiling. Now you might need to do a little bit of arrangement so that feels comfortable and supported. If this isn't working for you, just let the knees bend into the chest. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes down again, just bringing that sense of withdrawing into the body, this inner framework. amazing body that's just taken us through our practice today, this beautiful breath that just works without us even thinking about it. And just have a moment of just appreciation. Just let yourself settle. And as you close your eyes down, I invite you to just allow the whole body just to drop. Deep, long, steady breaths. Perhaps if it feels comfortable, you might begin to just internally count an inhalation for 4 and an exhalation for 6. Inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6. Just 3 more like that. Once you finish the exhalation, just slowly bend those knees to the chest. Plant your feet down for a moment. Let the pelvis be really heavy. Then just lift the hips and just move your prop from underneath you. Maybe draw the knees in or stretch your legs out long, whichever movement feels really good for you. And then just release yourself out into Shavasana. Make sure you're warm and you're comfortable as you take these last important moments just to really give yourself this resting time. We often feel like Shavasana is not important, but it is so important to give ourselves this time, particularly that energy created in your practice. This is where it begins to shift and move around the whole body. This is where all the magic happens. And as you close your eyes and as you allow maybe these last few conscious exhales just to release any tension, just invite yourself now to become still, calm and quiet in the body, in the breath and in the mind. If you have a little longer, I welcome you to just turn this off and please either stay in Shavasana or perhaps move into your meditation practice. Those of you who need to move on with the rest of your day, begin to take some deeper breaths. Begin to perhaps gently move your fingers and toes and just stretching the body out in a way that feels good for you. And then once you feel ready, bring the knees in and just roll to one side. And I want you just to pause there for a moment. Slowly make your way then to seated, sitting comfortably. Your hands in prayer, or nice and tall through your spine. Keep the eyes closed and just come back to the intention you said at the beginning of your practice. Just acknowledge that. Acknowledge today's practice, the time you've given yourself. And as acknowledgement and with gratitude for the practice, for our body, our breath, our mind, for our whole being, we bow our forehead towards our heart. We bring our thumb up to our third eye. And together we say Namaste, Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Look forward to practicing with you soon. Take care. Bye.